Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales. These are the adventures of The Rookies, a curated actual play of the tabletop role-playing game Masks, a New Generation from Magpie Publishing. Previously on Tavern Tales, it's dinner time. Family dinner at the Chase household.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
That's a good
So you just see in a panel XP and Terry facing each other, and Terry's like, "What are you doing?" with his hands out, and you just see XP mimicking.
What do you mean? What am I doing? What are you doing?
Cut it out!
I'm really hungry, guys. Can we go get some mashed potatoes?
How do you even get rid of a lisp?
I don't know what that means.
Who's the last one to leave the room?
I mean, I'm washing my hands.
Yeah, no, I meant to go downstairs. Who's the last one to leave the room to go downstairs?
I mean, I would assume Terry. It's Terry's room, no?
So not Solarian.
No, I mean, I'm out here.
Yeah.
Deuces.
XP's gone.
Okay.
Wait up, XP! Terry's gonna chase after.
Okay, so as you can see, XP has left. Bo has left because Bo washed her hands and then went downstairs. So then XP leaves, then Terry rushes out afterwards, and Solarian probably then leaves, leaving George all alone on the bed.
Yeah, so he's gonna try to compose himself. He gives the pillow one last kind of like big squeeze, and he's gonna I'm assuming there's a mirror by the sink, so he's just gonna check himself out, splash some water, and just wash his face, wash his hands.
Yeah, okay.
And compose himself and go downstairs.
All right, you're heading on your way downstairs. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's like a landing, the stairs down. There's another row of stairs up. And you didn't look that way on the way up because you turned to the right to go up the stairs. There's a Y intersection of stairs sort of thing. It's really cool. And on the wall is a picture of a beautiful young woman that looks immediately familiar to you.
Oh.
It's none other than the elementary school girl you had a crush on and who you stopped the bully from picking on ever so, not so long ago.
Yeah.
But ever so long ago.
Yeah. Huh. What?
Do you remember who that was?
What? Why is there a picture of Cassandra? What? And he's going to rush down the stairs.
All right. Stop.
Yeah.
Everybody else is standing there. You've arrived, the group of you, pretty much en masse, as XP's in the lead, like right behind Bo. Terry chasing after XP. There's a great scene of that rushing down the stairs, and on the main floor there, big table, huge spread laid out, is Terry Chase's dad standing over there in a smoking jacket with a book, which is weird. He's holding a book. He's usually like deep into his phone or doing some sort of analytical paperwork thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what a 15-year-old says their dad's work. Analytical paperwork stuff. But he's holding a book for some reason. Your abuela is off to one side talking to your siblings, which I believe you have 2 younger brothers. Is that right?
That sounds right.
2 little brothers are there. They're like 8 and 9. And your great Aunt Cassie's off to one side next to Alejandra.
It's not George putting it together. Allison just put that together.
I know.
I was like, anyways, go on.
And so you come rushing down the stairs, and what does XP say?
Mom, Which seat do I take? The head or the side or in the middle? Like, I'm so popular, so I should probably be around everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this game is going to kill me.
It looks exactly like Terry's mom is looking right at you, XP, as Terry says, "Oh, hey, hun. Just you all can sit wherever you'd like to." Your mom is looking at you because you're right behind XP.
No, I know. Okay, we'll just sit right here. And I quickly shove XP down into a seat.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you sit right next to XP?
Yeah.
Nice. And then what's happening with Solarian?
Solarian is just kind of watching in quiet awe of XP and their sort of ability, like Terry said, to drop the lisp completely. He's still really caught on that in his head. He's just looking at XP more confusedly than he normally does.
Solarian, you're standing there and a very beautiful, ivory-skinned young woman walks over to you. She has... Color are your eyes, Terry?
Brown.
Brown eyes, the color of chestnuts. She's wearing a nice, pretty floral print dress. She moves with a lithe precision, and she says, "Hello, how are you?"
Hello, I'm well.
"Oh, please, would you like to sit with me? My name is Alejandra."
Sure. You might have to run it by Bo. She seems quite enamored with me tonight.
"Is this one your boyfriend?"
We're friends.
Does the blush creep up your face?
Yeah, I go very bright red.
I love it.
I want you. Do you match your pants? Your pink pants?
No, I'm wearing a dress.
Oh yeah, just like your normal. Pink
Shut
pants.
up, Mom. I'm dressed nice. I'm wearing heels and everything, like a big girl.
Oh, so I could sit on the other side of you?
I believe this is your place of residence, so the choice is...
Oh, no, I do not live here. I am a guest.
I see.
I am Terry's cousin.
Sure. There's plenty of room to sit at the table.
Do you not remember me?
Clearly, I do not.
You're so charming. And she reaches out and pats you on the chest, sort of thing, as you hover there.
Adora makes this very high-pitched noise in the back of her throat.
Her eyes flicker to you and then flicker back to Solarian.
I do broken. for error.
Sure, let's all have a seat. And we all...
That sounds very nice. Will you take my chair out for me?
Sure. And he, for whatever reason, he pulls the chair out rather than using his powers to move the chair.
Oh my gosh. Okay, even he's untoward. George Grady comes barreling down the stairs, and there is a little gasp from an old lady standing off to one side alone.
Does she
goes,
recognize me? Do I
She's
recognize
looking
her,
right
or
at you.
can I not tell with her more aged
She's
face?
pretty old lady, but
Okay.
maybe, I don't know. I mean, how much did Cassie have an effect upon you? How much did you dream about calling Cassie and inviting her to the movies, or maybe doing some 10-pin bowling, go do some mini golf,
10-pin bowling.
The sort of stuff you do back in the early 70s, late 60s,
Yeah.
right?
I would say drive-in movie theater would be his style, but yes, absolutely. So he's gonna look back and kind of squint at her, huh? Do I know you? Because he hasn't put it together yet.
You, George?
Yeah, I'm George.
Oh, you don't look a day older.
Then
When did George disappear? In the
69.
69. And she was in elementary school?
She's
or?
like 15.
No. Yeah.
She
Hey.
hella old.
Yeah. She's old.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
What, 70-ish, I would
Yeah,
say?
so
She's
that's what we
exactly
would
the same
expect.
age as the general. The general just wears it well.
Yeah, he does. Anyways.
You're like, yeah, I do. Just accepting your fate as
Yeah,
an
that's right.
evil mastermind, but also hot old man.
Yeah, at least he has all his hair. Anyways. Yeah. Should I know you? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Why don't you sit here next to me? She says.
Okay.
I'm Terry's great aunt, Cassie.
Cassie. Oh, I saw a picture of little Cassandra. Do you know her?
Oh, that might be me. She has a little blush.
And he again squints. And then his eyes go wide, oh, time. You're that Cassandra. You're Cassie.
The one in the picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Just as swift as you used to be, George.
Yep.
So
There's
they-
dot.
As we all know, the events of that day sent you to, I guess, now.
Yeah. It was worth it to protect you. He blushes a little.
Yep. I'm very thankful. Although I did miss you terribly.
Yeah. Did that guy leave you alone, though, at least?
Well, yes and no.
Oh. What's...
You remember... And I don't know if you ever named the bully, did you?
No.
What was his name?
Frank.
Yep. Cool. I mean...
That's the name of a dick. It has to be.
Sure.
I watch a lot of MASH. There's no good Franks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you remember Frank was a bit of an arse butt.
That's putting it mildly.
That's the name that you all called him when you were 15, right?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
What an arse butt.
That's, yeah, right? Am I
Yeah,
challenging
yeah.
a good 15-year-old here? So, yeah, well, he was kicked out of the school eventually and went on to, I believe he went into the army. And now he's very much the leader of a terrible villain organization.
That's what the army does.
Goes by frankincense.
Oh my gosh.
Did not see that coming.
Frank's gonna pound some sense into you.
Terrible catchphrase, but I like it. Oh, yeah, I heard of him. That's no good.
Yeah, had you heard of it? I'd never mentioned that word ever before. So, like, oh, you could tell me
Just
more.
playing along.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like things I should know.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully you don't run into him and his gang.
Yeah. Did you at least have a good life?
Oh, it's all right. She looks over at Alejandra, looks back at you. It was what it was. You always did have a way of things and grew into your own sense of what was proper and not.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to go into the future. I'm sorry I left you.
That's okay. Apparently needed here or something.
I don't know. I don't feel like I belong here either.
So while this is happening, the tables have been set, like people have sat down and whatnot, and we end the scene there with Aunt Cassie taking a big bowl and saying, "Would you like some mashed potatoes?"
Not allowed any.
Oh, what did you do? And she moves the potatoes away. And we see Solarian is sitting there. He is next to Alejandra and Bo on the other side. Alejandra's to your left, Bo's to your right, and there's something tickling your left foot.
Oh, no. Okay. Solarian just kind of leans back and just kind of peeks under the table.
Yes, there is the bare foot of Alejandra is stroking your foot.
Why is my family so weird?
Look, there is a bull move that is called attack with someone just like them. And so I'm saying in this point here, Alejandra is much like Bo, right? And why not attack them in the same way that,
I love how Solarian's like the stud in this group. Just everyone wants Solarian, wants
I mean, it's just like real life, right? Is there anything I can assist you with? It appears you've lost your shoe.
I don't know. What sort of assistance are you talking about? Would you like to fetch it for me, perhaps?
Is it at the front door?
It could be. You're so very forward.
Where did you last see it?
I have not seen it yet at all, to be frank, she says. Right around the same time as the Frank comment is made. And you hear all of this, Bo. Okay, while Marie-Claire thinks about what is happening here, the two Terry Chases are sitting on either side of Mom. Actually, no.
Terry.
Dad is at the head of the table, right? Abuela is at the other end of the table. Mom is seated to the left of Dad. So the real Terry Chase is opposite Mom at Dad's right hand. And then next to Mom is X-Pay.
That's not where I pushed you down into a seat. I just wanted to be closer to Mom and Dad.
They're not your mom and dad.
I'm pretty sure there's a saying, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, I'm pretty sure it's a Terry Chase.
She's taking my lame puns too. You just see Terry start to sputter at the table. But
Your mom says, "Stop acting out, dear, and pass along the turkey."
Yes, Mom.
And Terry goes in and reaches for the turkey and starts to lift the plate to pass it over to Dad.
So, how was school?
It was great. Thanks for asking.
Good. Your grades are up?
As always, Dad, they are.
I'm talking to this other one. Sorry, what was your name?
My name's Terry.
Oh, interesting. Friend with the same name as yours and stupid gravelly voice stuff. He passes the turkey to Mom. It's going to ruin your voice, just so you know. How did you meet Terry?
At school.
Loquacious, just like my son. Pass the yams, Terry, and take some this time.
Yes, Dad.
Yams.
Paige, you're gonna kill everyone at this table. We're all gonna die.
All right, how much yam do you take?
At first, I just put one on my plate. Then I look over my dad and I can see his like partial glare. So I go and I put 3 more on there. And then he passes them to Dad and starts to grab the next dish of stuffing.
So, are you enrolled in all the same stupid things my son is?
No, I think we only share 1 or 2 classes together.
Oh, you mean you don't do the dumb parkour and the figure skating?
No, but I could. Maybe I'll enroll in that on Monday.
Well, that's probably why you're friends then, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure we're friends because I'm wearing his pants.
Dad, we've
Got a bunch of freaks as friends, don't you? I would have thought you'd have more normal... He pauses to look down the table as something else is happening down the table. We'll get back to that. And he says, for a normal kid like you, you sure have a bunch of freaky friends. And he is trying to increase your mundane and lower your freak.
As parents want to.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Terry lets it happen.
Okay.
It's hard to argue.
So
at
what
this
is your
table.
mundane and freak at now?
My mundane's at +2, my freak's at -2.
-2, the worst it could get. So freak is for unleashing your powers and things like that. So gonna be really hard for you to unleash your powers. It's not like I have any. Right. So all your figure skating moves and your parkour and your tricks and tips and all of your special abilities and your using
Actually,
of the
most
cape
of
and whatnot.
my moves use mundane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terry has the yips.
Most of your moves have been because of your beacon moves that you've purchased have allowed you to switch things to mundane, right? Very effective.
Yes.
So the mashed potatoes move past you,
Yeah.
George, and another bowl is presented.
Another bowl of potatoes?
Yeah, of potatoes is presented.
This is a 2-bowl table.
Oh my God, I love this.
There's a lot of people here, right?
Yeah. I'm going to hold it because I'm assuming to pass it, but I'm going to look at Terry and kind of give him like the puppy eyes.
Yeah.
And see if I can get a reaction from him.
And it's like a bowl of potato salad.
Oh, like it should be adjacent. So I was like, Can Georgie have?
That's the eye communication that's happening across the table.
And you distract the dad with this weird thing you're doing.
I just shoot you a quick look and I'm like, and I give a really quick nod to like,
You're going to let George
have potato salad. Like, I just
Potato salad.
so that my dad stops looking.
You can just shake your
I
head.
don't-
No.
Oh yeah, I guess I.
What? No starch for George today.
Okay, rewind. Terry just gives a quick glare at George that shoots daggers, and then you see in the panel little daggers coming out of his eyeballs, going all the way over to George.
Daggers.
Sure. I love it. Yeah, you're told no.
And he just,
And the dagger hits the bowl of mashed potatoes and it breaks.
oh. And George looks down, dejected, and as his head is down, he just passes it without looking to whoever's next to him. So sad.
Scallop potatoes?
Oh my god.
she just moves them past you.
He doesn't even motion to take them and help pass them across. He's just
Sweet potato yams. Anyway.
We have literally stuffed potatoes, loaded baked potatoes. We got scallop potatoes, mashed potatoes, potato salad. We got yams. We got candied yams.
What does Bo say?
Okay, so I would like to provoke Solarian in some way to get him to, like, I don't know, stand up to Alejandra because she's kind of evil. And we know that. We know she's evil, right?
How do you do that?
I'm just going to lean in and whisper and say, Solarian, your dad would love Alejandra.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that there, Solarian?
It's a sight that is very disturbing to Solarian.
Okay, then yes, definitely roll. This disturbs Solarian accordingly. Give it a roll.
Because is my love, I get to roll on danger and plus, because I'm an enabler, into poor and rash decisions.
So you're going to roll, but what are you trying to provoke him to do?
Oh, I'm trying to get him to, like, I don't know, reject her like very awkwardly or like,
So
forcefully
you
at the
start with
table.
saying like your dad
Yeah.
would really like her.
Yes.
So I think you should.
So I think that you should get to know her better. Just because, like, it's like I'm trying to do reverse psychology, but we'll see if that works.
Okay. Roll the dice. We'll see what happens here.
Or,
You're plus a whole bunch of stuff, so I feel like you're going to be successful. So roll the dice,
okay,
and then we'll let the dice dictate what you say.
I got a 10.
Yes, success.
Yeah. I want him to be pissed off at her. She's not a good person. You should probably not talk to her anymore.
All right. Okay. On a 10
She's
plus,
the worst.
you're going to mark a condition, and you're going to do it.
You're going to mark a condition.
You are going to now mark a condition, Solarian. Oh yeah.
I have no
Add a T.
You have to mark it. You have my character sheet. You got a 10 plus, right?
Oh, God.
You
Yeah.
still get-
I
So
really hurt you. Sorry.
They have to do it, and they mark a condition.
Yikes.
And I add a team to the pool. So you're now up to 4 team.
Woohoo.
Which condition would you like to mark there? Are you afraid, angry, guilty, or hopeless?
I guess angry, because now I know that she's the scumbag.
All right. You've been provoked to not speak to Alejandra. And Alejandra says, don't listen to her. She is just competition. You deserve someone who is superior like yourself, who is a great bastion of all that is strength and dominance. And she is attempting to change your labels.
Leave my labels alone, guys.
She's trying to raise your superior and lower your mundane, i.e. like the exact opposite of what Terry's dad just did to him. Or that was Freak, right? Yeah. Lower your mundane and raise your superior. Currently, your mundane is at a +2 and your superior is at a 0. So that would balance them out at both at +1s. I don't know if you necessarily feel like you can choose to listen to her words because you've been provoked by your ally here. So will you attempt to fight off their influence?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is why family dinners are very draining
I
mentally.
love this. It's great.
You're going to reject someone's influence. You're going to have somebody roll 2d6 for you.
Paige.
And it's a 6. It's not quite enough. You have actually followed through to listening to them.
Can I help out a teammate?
Home court advantage.
If you want to spend a team
I want to
to
spend
help
2
you,
teams.
do you have influence over Solarian?
No.
No,
He's
I
the
don't think
only
we
one.
really can then.
Damn it, Solarian.
So you have missed. Does anybody have influence over Solarian that
I
they
do.
might wish to help out? Do you want to help Solarian?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I'm
Okay.
right there.
That's amazing.
All right. You can spend the team.
Okay.
Help Solarian, give Solarian a +1, and Solarian can now choose.
I'm going to bitch glare at her.
I agree. You've rejected their influence.
Okay.
And on a hit, you are going to hold true to yourself. You can tune them out. And as a result, you get to either clear a condition or mark potential, or you can shift one label up and one label down, your choice, or you can take a +1 forward against them.
It's very hard to go over all these options without my character sheet in front of me.
Yeah, so do you want influence over Alejandra to be more successful against her checks going forward? Do you want to give yourself potential, which, I mean, you already are at 5 potential and need to erase them and mark a new thingy to add to yourself already? Or do you want to change your own labels?
I'll go for influence over her.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you take a +1 forward against her, and I will mark that in your character sheet.
Dingo.
So the repercussions of this is, what does Solarian do physically to show that he is no longer listening to Alejandra in her attempt to sway you?
Is she still like touching my foot with her foot?
Absolutely.
I kick it away.
Nice.
Alternatively, I was going to do what Paige did to me the other night. I was going to take 2 pieces of bread and put them over her ears and call her an idiot sandwich.
You shocked your wife because I don't think that's what...
No, she did that to me the other night. She's like, you're an idiot
I did.
sandwich. But yes, no.
No, I put my hands on his face and I squished his cheeks and I said, "What are you?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "You're an idiot sandwich," because I had just watched Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
But yes, I kick her foot away.
Excellent. She goes, "Ow, I see. Love."
And in Bo's mind is a success kid.
Nice. Aunt Cassie says, "So you've met the general, have you?"
Unfortunately. What do you think of him?
Well, I think he's a terrible demon who's working to completely destroy the world around him and needs to be stopped at all costs.
Amen.
I think he tries to control children's minds and put the masses to sleep.
That's news. How does he do that?
Oh, he has got many organizations that are working for him, and very few have the ability or power to try to stop him. Hopefully you can.
I try. I'm not very successful with everything I do.
I mean, that's why you're here, isn't it?
What?
To try to stop him?
Oh, I guess so. I came here by accident.
I didn't mean like at dinner.
Oh, yeah. I was here for the potatoes, but that's not working out.
Tater tots?
It just keeps passing them by.
It's like very few things on your plate.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Turkey.
That's it.
Did you touch the yams, or are they too close
No,
to
it's
sweet potatoes?
He knows he's going to get a stink eye if he even touches yams.
There you go.
So they're potato adjacent.
Oh, potato wedges.
Gnocchi comes around next.
He just kind of smells them as they go by now.
Just pierogies.
Are you guys Irish?
I mean, probably, but at the same time, they're definitely not.
So red.
Paella?
Is there potatoes in paella?
Those are
There's
rice,
not,
isn't
right?
it?
Just
I hope
passes you
not.
the paella.
He's looking through. I think this one's safe, and he takes a big spoonful.
Shepherd's pie.
All right, there's empanadas and other dishes as well, and tons of Hispanic foods that are laid out because the Terry Chases of the Del Vega line, and therefore has all of those cuisines and foodstuffs as well as all the other traditional American cuisines. Is there anything you wanted to talk to Cassandra about?
No, he can't. I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Does Cassandra want to talk to me some more?
I'm trying to determine if I want to add them in or leave them alone. You've met her.
Yeah.
And yeah. So dinner continues. Terry's dad thanks you all for being here. He's very nice, warm, kind. So basically not what you experience every day, Terry Chase. Terry Chase's siblings are annoying, as younger siblings typically are, and constantly try to engage you with conversations about their latest Switch games and whatnot, and all the YouTube people they're watching, you know, the typical things that 7 and 9-year-olds typically do around a dinner table when their older siblings' friends are there, and the dinner proceeds pretty much fine until your abuela gets up and says, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming, that my twin sister Cassandra could be down here from Quebec with Alejandra as well. Thank you all so very much for coming. We appreciate having you here. Thank you to Terry's friends for filling out the table, weirdos. And this Hullabaloo is always made better from more people being at it. So, dessert?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love some. Thanks.
Solarian, do you like dessert?
I accept the construct of dessert.
Oh my gosh.
Your mom gets up from the table and asked Alejandra to come help her in the kitchen.
I can help you as well, Mom, if you like.
Oh, no, hon, you stay with your friends. It's fine. Alejandra, and she has this big bright grin on her face like, Alejandra, would you help me with the ice cream and the fresh made churros? Your mom has never made churros for you before, Terry Chase. This is weird.
It must be for XPay.
Oh, certainly. Of course, I will get up and help. She gets up and her hand goes across your shoulders all seductively, Solarian. And then she kind of lightly slaps you, Bo, as her hand finishes the chest. She's, oh, sorry, forgive me. And she goes into the kitchen.
She's the worst. And I just I give Terry these very sympathetic eyes. I'm sorry you had to grow up with her. She's the worst.
Terry is sitting beside his dad, very dejected looking just in general. This night's not gone well. This supper's gone terribly.
So, what's a churro?
It's like a lightsaber pastry.
What's a lightsaber? I like the word pastry.
All right, and dessert is had. And everyone stays and
there's no
ends up
potatoes in it.
Terry Chase's bedroom. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I was going to add something on George's questions.
Since we're all asking questions at the table, Solarian, I have one for you. And, I saw how that chick was like all over you. Is that someone you would give a spicy hug to?
Can we back up? Can we do that upstairs when it's just the group?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to have like 11 NPCs to have to coordinate at the same time.
Everyone spicy hugs.
So it's like after dinner, everyone's got their churro and ice cream.
And then the cutscene, the voiceover.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
so it's after dinner. Everyone's had their churro and ice cream, or you still have it on you, and you're upstairs in Terry Chase's bedroom again, sitting and gathered around in Terry Chase's room. What do you do?
Solarian, that girl is all over you. Is that someone you would give a spicy hug to?
What type of hug?
Well, when you weren't around for the phone call, they were talking about a spicy hug, and they said that I should ask you, and you would know what it was.
I know what the word spicy means, and I know what a hug consists of. Are you?
What is someone not telling me?
Are you suggesting that I douse myself in cayenne powder and hug someone?
I mean, I guess that would make sense.
I'm just going to stare at Terry and like snicker. We're going to just kind of grin at him like, hee 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 hee.
It's the kind of hug Bo would like to give Solarian.
And Sturge just keeps giggling.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales.
A Curated Masks, a new generation game set in the superhero teenage world of Halcyon City.
Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.